Imagine waking up for school. You put on some toast on the toaster cause you're running late. The water you took a shower with was cold and never got warm. And the only pair of socks that were clean had holes. And before you ran out the door, you grab your toast only to find out it's burnt. Sounds like the start of a bad day, right? So you go on about your day, you finally get to go home. You find yourself in a tunnel. The tunnel, it collapses, and you find yourself transported to some other world where demons roam, and you guessed it, they want to eat your soul. It's official, you're having quite the bad day indeed. So what do? Obviously, you stumble upon some being who finally doesn't want to kill you, but instead, he wants to fuse with you, because he says you're the one he's been looking for. Like you're in some kind of Usher music video. And of course, at this point, I'm blushing. We take his hand, grow out our hair, we look fabulous, and it's time to kick some demon ass. If this sounds far out and amazing, welcome to the world of Shin Megami Tensei V, a game that has no qualms with throwing you a ton of curveballs to constantly keep you on your toes, and a JRPG unlike those you have played before, where the story evolves right into a masterpiece right before your eyes in another breathtaking evolution to the SMT franchise and another instant classic in Atlus's catalog. What's going on, my friends? I am Dom from the Game Looters, and today I have the pleasure of sharing my experience with Shin Megami Tensei V, one of the best JRPGs I have played since Persona dropped in 2017. During this review, I may mention Persona or Persona 5 once or twice, but don't worry, in no way, shape, or form will I use that as the bar for this game, as Shin Megami Tensei V stands on its own as an amazing JRPG doing something very different than the Persona series and a truly revitalization to the SMT franchise. With that out the way, if you enjoyed this review, show us some love with a like and subscribe, and let's get into it. Shin Megami Tensei V, right from the get-go, drops us JRPG fans in one of our favorite environments in these types of games that we are all too familiar with and absolutely love: the classroom. We get introduced to Jujin High School, at which we attend. We immediately see some supporting characters that we get to know who they are. We get to hear who they are. The voice acting, by the way, it's amazing. And then the game is off to the races, not stopping for a single moment, building one incredible JRPG ride that's almost impossible to tear you away from the controller. SMT5 built on the formula previously built by past Shin Megami Tensei games, such as SMT3 Nocturne and SMT3-4, but it also introduces elements from Devil Survivor, which I was all too pleased to come across. Early on in the game, as you find yourself traversing the amazing open-world environment of the Netherworld, you will discover one of your friends to survive this insane world we all just got thrown in has access to and has been using a demon summoning program to summon demons to fight with. If you are new to the franchise and are just jumping in with this game, then this concept is completely new to you. But as someone who has played a few SMT games, I love this continuing of a prior concept, and the little nod was really appreciated. With touching on the world though, the Netherworld is the world that has been destroyed, and avoiding spoilers as the specifics as to why, let's just say this world is all too familiar to you and the cast. But this beautiful world has its lush sands, buildings, waterfalls, forest-type environments, and the skybox is just insane to look at. I can't tell you how many times I just panned the camera around to gawk and gaze at this amazing world that Atlus has created. Not only is this one of the best looking JRPGs I have played in some time, it's one of the best looking Atlus games. And the pure design and art choices really have brought the areas that you will be traversing to life. As you find yourself traversing through the various backdrops the game has to offer, it will pull you through as you find your way through the story of this holy war that is taking place. You will notice amazing music pleasing to your ears during the overworld traversal, and the awesome soundtracks that play while you take battle. I can't overstate enough that the sound design team of this game deserves a raise. The amazing voice actors did a stellar job bringing the characters, demons, and angels to life. The music team picked perfect music to bring you into the solace of this desolate world, as well as hype up the moments of excitement, and the orchestral work that plays when you're fusing demons, and the visuals that are on screen, of which I could only describe as marvelous. As one who enjoys spending a lot of time in my demon compendium, I can't tell you how many times I watched our Nohobino hit those beautiful chords as we ripped and teared and put back together a brand new demon. Since I mentioned traversal, let's talk about how you'll be traversing the game. There are a couple of ways that will move you through the world of SMT5. The first is by using a map system when you are in Tokyo proper. In this game, you will use a overworld map to traverse and go from one place to another, chatting with the icons of people along the way, choosing where you want to go. This is a very familiar travel system if you have played the past SMT games, much like Shin Megami Tensei V Nocturne, if you have recently picked that up on the Nintendo Switch. The second method of traveling in this game is while you are in the Netherworld, you will use a system called the ley lines. This form of travel has you finding certain points within the overworld that will allow you to open up these said ley lines. You can also, in this same area where you find the ley lines, you can also go into a shop area that's called Cadaver's Hollow. You can go into the creepy but awesome World of Shadows, where a sexy demon will allow you to fuse demons and expand your future set of abilities. Now, the future set of abilities in this game that you can expand are called miracles. So, whether you are opening up ley lines to travel and fast travel from one place to another, you're visiting the creepy soft sheller, or you're visiting the sexy demon to fuse your demons, you have a lot of options. But traversal is definitely one very pleasing system and very easy to use, whether you are in Tokyo proper or in the Netherworld. When it comes to the battle system in SMT5, this turn-based battle system is all too familiar. If you have ever played Persona or past SMT games, you will be right at home. If you have not, essentially what you do is you choose from a variety of skill sets, your standard attack, which is physical, and then you have abilities, which are magical. These range from fire, lightning, ice, dark, light, you name it. There's a ton of magical abilities that you will gain on your journey. On top of that, you will also recruit demons into your party, where you can have up to 3 demons accompanying you at any given time. They will also have a subset of abilities and specialties as well. In this regard, think Pokemon. The one thing that separates SMT from even games like past Personas is the way that demons or personas that you would use in the game really felt like Pokemon. So if you remember playing past Persona games, then you really felt like they were just additional things that you added into your party to use to defeat enemies. Well, in this game, you will then recruit your demons by engaging with them in open dialogue, and they are brimming with personality. What you will do is you will play a guessing game as to what dialogue they want to hear, and if you are successful, you might even have to give up some maca or items. But then, if you win the dialogue competition, you will then have them come to your aid. Why I said that they are different is as you interact with demons in the world, they are fully realized. I mean, they have their own pains, their issues, and their problems, and you will engage and interact with them. You will also help a bunch of demons out in side quests. I'm talking full-on side stories. So when you recruit one to your party that you have helped previously, the character that you have at your side now will feel that much even more meaningful to you. You can also spend time in the World of Shadows, infusing your favorite demon companions with essences, essentially moves from other demons. This way, you can have the perfect demon of your dreams at your side. Let me all tell you this. The battle system and the demon system are some of the most fun and engaging of any RPG that you will lay your hands on a controller to play. To wrap up, SMT5 is a fun, engaging game, driven by an amazing story that you have yet to have experienced. You will fight for your life and the world. Choose how your characters will directly impact this world with tons of dialogue choices that feel like they really matter. You will build relationships that feel meaningful, not only with people, but with the demons and angels. You will engage in battles that are complex, but so much fun to figure out that will require you to play a demon sim management game. And trust me, you need to, because SMT5 is hard. It will require a lot of grinding to make it past certain bosses, and you will make quick friends with the Nohobino surprise screen after death, and the title screen thereafter when you load in like someone just kicked you in your shin. But it's never unforgiving, and with work and strategy, you can always make it past your obstacles. And worst case, there is a variety of difficulty levels down to a casual mode, which still keeps the game fun and interesting. Overall, Shin Megami Tensei V is a brilliant addition to Atlus's library of amazing games that every JRPG fan must own. Switch owners, you guys have to check it out. With rewarding combat, a beautiful world to traverse, your favorite demons, or newly favorite demons, are now brought to life. Although I do hope one day a day one patch, or maybe a patch later on, will fix certain stutters and hitches on the Nintendo Switch. The Switch Pro can't come any sooner. Now over here on the channel, we don't give ratings on games, but if we did, this would be a perfect 10 out of 10. Now I don't mean it's without faults, but overall it is a masterpiece experience which deserves the 10. It's my game of the year, you get my full recommendation, and this game is a must buy. Thank you all for joining this review of Shin Megami Tensei V. For other SMT5 videos, click on the videos on screen right now. And drop us a like and subscribe if you enjoyed hearing this review. Hit the dislike if you didn't, and we'll see you on the next video.